218.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
You ran into a brick wall, baby. You ran into a brick wall, baby.
2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Sunday.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr now to add the extra point.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Eagles nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Recon, 132 fighter.
Bang, bang. Wide, get wide.
Hey, stash.
Showing 8.
Gold.
Check 99.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play, baby.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, 51.
9 here. 82.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
27. Go, get out there, 24. Switch it, come on, switch it. 26.
A give for Henderson running to the right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go, kill. Gun. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Ship. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Got him.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
53 is the mic. Hot 7. Target. Mike, 53. 53. Sweat, 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Here we go.
53. Check 53. Crunch time, defense.
Kill. Under. Kill. 26.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill. Check.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here I come.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Gun. Pop.
Check 31. Check 31.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
Switch.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Check 53.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Switch it. Hey.
Watch the whip.
Under.
53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
26.
They run the toss with Henderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
53's the Mike. 53's
Now Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Two jet.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, going to 53.
Go full strength.
Watch out.
Check 13. Check 13.
Watch the edge.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Shift. You go tight. Here we go, going to 53. You got tight right there. 26.
Here's Pollard again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 26. Watch the shift. Hey, watch it. Here we go, going to 54. Wide 6.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
The ball right here. Let's go.
Now Wentz. Being chased out left. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know you feel that.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Mike's 4-2. Go. Man, I got you. 42's the mic. Gun. 42's the mic.
Hey, keep it up.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Now Howard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
What we got? What we got?
Here we go, 47. Under.
42's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long 26.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott caught by Cobb. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Dak Prescott last year against Philly, boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles. On first down, it's Henderson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 80. Go. Get out there. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there. First down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 31 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Hey, switch gears.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Second and goal from the 1.
You're not ready. Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They come up in an offset eye. The Cowboys on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Here we go, here we go.
Go, get out there,
42. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
A second down throw for Prescott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add. About the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 20, 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because Vic.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Carolina Panthers. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Wait, that
54.
Wait, 20.
Mike, 54. Three buzz, three buzz, three buzz.
Hey, 66.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, now Brady. Going deep here for Adelman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
72.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Now Brady.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Jacket, reload.
On second down, here's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
15 yards on the play, first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On play action, Allen, he's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 54 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Check Mike 54.
Golf, golf.
Throwing on second down, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Brian Burns charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
Just like that.
Hey, 166.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
That's what I do. Chef.
Pilot, 64, weak. Smoke!
On first down, Allen gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. McCaffrey, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Blue draw corkers.
Hey, check 24.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Orbit.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Pick it up. Check the backer. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
'54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Come on, set.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 49-yard line.
Ready.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Deep grip.
Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jamie Collins coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Hey, watch that.
Hey, Zoo.
54.
Get it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Watch the pass.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Mike, set. 380.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now left side on the swing pass. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
for a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, Alabama. Sugar.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's caught. This is White.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Caught by the tight end, Watson. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Wait, 20.
Mike, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our time.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. From the gun on third down. Allen. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Here we go again. Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
Allen now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch the pass. Big edge.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
54.
Hey. High 7.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Shoot.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down, Carolina.
Here we go.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Slam.
Protein spill.
Pick the edge. Come.
Slam.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Strip the ball.
Hey.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Now.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
On the set.
58, the mic.
You must be dreaming.
Watch twist.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Back now in Foxborough. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Let's get it.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's taken in at the 9. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Trey Boston up to make the tackle. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Come on.
Alpha.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Hey, we got to get the shadow.
Throwing now is Brady. And he's got Sanu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Watch 54. Watch the run. They're running it.
Goal 50.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
You don't want no problems with me.
Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Green 80.
Check, 59. Here we go.
At the Panthers' 49-yard line.
Alert.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
80 weapon.
From the gun, it's Brady. Letting one go deep for his running back. And the defense loses him. It's complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And they will run it with Michelle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Michelle going to try again. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Bravo.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
To throw is Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Bannon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Ready.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 1st down, Michelle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And it's Michelle once again. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Round 80. Round 80.
Here we go, here we go.
Alert.
Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go
The
now.
Panthers
Hey,
out there and ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Hey, hey! Let's get off the field.
Caught by Sanu. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha.
54.
Don't get nervous.
72.
Brady going to throw here. It's complete. James White. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Wait, set.
Brady
Wide,
now
80.
13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
53 lead now.
Shotgun now for Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Ben Watson.
Wait, set.
Brady's
53.
incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
54. All day, baby, all day.
Let's go out. No, 66.
Throwing again. Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls. Was They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.